I just watched Lilo and Stitch live action, and here's my thoughts. Despite the unwanted changes from the original, I actually enjoyed this film a lot more than I expected. But there's still many aspects about it that limit its potential to be as good as the original. But there were also a lot of aspects about it that were better than the original in a lot of ways. First of all, I teared up like 4 or 5 separate times throughout the film, which I was definitely not expecting. And when a movie makes me tear up, I know that they're doing something right because I can actually feel something towards the development of these characters. I watched the original right after this one, and I actually didn't feel as close to the characters as I did watching the live action. And yes, they did add some characters and took some characters out, added some new scenes and took some old scenes out, but that's just what happens when you adapt a story from one medium to another. Now, the part in my opinion where this lacks the most is how they changed some of the characters' development over time, specifically with Jumba. Since they took out Captain Gantu, they had to replace the antagonist somehow. It does make a lot of sense to do this to Jumba since they took out Captain Gantu, but it really would have been a lot better if they just kept Gantu in here. I'm suspecting the real reason though is that Disney didn't give them a big enough budget. This movie originally was not going to be released in theaters, and they ended up pushing it out in theaters without increasing the budget. They did kind of cut them short on funds here, and you can see that quite clearly throughout the film, especially considering that Jumba and Pleakley were in their human form the entire time. The director did speak up about this, and all he said was, "I tried." I don't blame the director, I blame Disney. Overall, it may not be as humorous as the original, but the emotional beats do hit a lot harder, and the dynamic between Lilo, Stitch, and Nani felt a lot more powerful, causing me to care a lot more for them. What did you think of Lilo and Stitch? Let me know in the comments, and give me a follow for more videos.